what the person who built this barrel like this had in mind, but it's a waste. Ripped up. It was in decent condition. I wonder why someone ripped it up. What's the point of doing this? Probably comes from this part of the wharf. The wood is slightly in the way, of course, but it still would have been fine if it weren't smashed.
Welcome back to another live stream here on the channel, guys. We're going to be getting straight back into the council in a minute. We're going to be going on to episode 2 of season 1, which is called Night Stroll. So let's get ready, guys. Let's get ready and go.
Your turn? The servants are not very efficient.
De Richet can't be far away. They'll find her soon. Their search time is restricted, given that they must keep an eye on Adams.
I can take care of her, you know.
Yes. Well, in any case, I do thank you for bringing her to the island.
From what I've understood, the search of de Richet's room hasn't turned up any results.
Not yet, no. But we've put her son in there. Perhaps he'll find something.
That might come in handy.
Louis grows impatient at not yet having met the famous Lord Mortimer.
He will meet him tomorrow.
Oh, what a pity to lose a knight at the start of the game. Are you waiting for someone?
A young French soldier.
During our game of chess?
Don't worry, Gregory. The game won't disappear. I'll have one of my men escort you back.
Don't trouble yourself. I know my way out.
Ah, good evening, gentlemen. Please forgive me for this late hour.
It is never too late, and we have much to discuss. One last move?
Don't worry. Our games always seem to end like this.
Or always start like this? Come, take a seat, my friend.
A little nighttime stroll, Mr. President?
There's nothing like it for a good night's sleep.
Do not hesitate to ask a servant to show you back.
The corridors seem quite safe.
Peppermint, lime flower, and valerian. My miracle remedy when one can't get to sleep. A very good night to you, Mr. President.
Thank you. And to you too, sir.
I'm coming!
Right, so where we are, guys, we're on episode 2, season 1, the night stroll. So we've got to answer the door. What's this? Didn't pick that up in the last game. It's more roll jelly to obviously restore skill points. There we go, let's use up the door.
Excuse me. Am I bothering you?
No, not in the least. Is something wrong?
I'm going to need your help. Do you remember the young lady we spoke of in the hall?
No. What's her name again?
Elizabeth Adams. Well, she is the daughter of my friend, the Vice President, John Adams. But she is supposed to be dead.
Yeah, that's bizarre. Fair enough.
Good heavens! I was present at her funeral.
It is disturbing indeed.
Yes. I need to make sure it's her. That's where you come in. I want you to distract Elizabeth while I search her room. And perhaps get my hands on some important information. At least I hope so. Elizabeth is in the small salon. If you hurry, you can still catch her. I just need 10 minutes.
But if my vision is true, there are two men nearby discussing very important issues, and one of them looks much like Mortimer. Washington is very kind, but I came to this island for my mother, not for his ghost stories.
Should we help him? Or should we investigate the vision? It is very intriguing that someone's meant to be dead and they're on the island. But then I think we're going to investigate the vision.
Sir, I don't feel well. I'm going to have to decline.
I see. Well, I hope you won't be needing my help one day.
I must act swiftly. I'll search my room later.
So spy on the men from your vision. Right. So this way. Who's this?
Monseigneur, His Eminence Cardinal Piaggi. Louis, you're straying from your objective.
Ah, right, okay.
I recognize this part of the corridor. I'm close. Duchess Emily Hillsborrow.
Good evening, sir. I'm sorry, but an important meeting is underway.
Tell me, my good man.
Sir?
Whose room is this?
A guest.
Apparently a French soldier. All right. Perhaps I should change my approach. I have an urgent letter to send.
My instructions are clear, sir. No one is to enter.
Does the word urgent mean nothing to you?
Yes, but the word liar also means something.
That won't work, Louis. Listen, I'm an insomniac, and Sir Holm told me that you could go to the kitchen and make me a cup of herbal tea.
And what is in this herbal tea, sir?
Holm gave Washington a recipe for a sleeping draught. What was it again? Peppermint, clover, and celery powder?
You won't sleep with that, sir.
Okay, so we screwed that up. Looks like we have to try and find another way in. Let's go to Hillsborough's room, because that had a thing to...
Locked.
Let's pick it.
Shouldn't be too difficult.
That was easy.
This doesn't seem to be the room for my vision. Tending children at the orphanage in Harlem. I find it a little hard to understand King George III in coronation robes. Nice touch for the room of an English duchess.
Dear E, I received your last letter. Unfortunately, the Crown informed the Golden Order that our mission should under no circumstances hamper Sir Gregory's plans. Decidedly, they have support from the highest level in Buckingham Palace. So here we both are, hands and feet tied, and little room to maneuver. Keep me abreast of events. Our mission is becoming more complicated. Yours, E. P.S. The French chapter of the Order doesn't appear to know anything about the arrival of our friend Sarah. I therefore cannot comment on it. However, my guess is that she has come here for personal reasons.
The Lady's Waldegrave by Reynolds, painted upon the request of the Waldegrave family, in an effort to find them. It's Emily's room. She's fast asleep. As beautiful by night as she is by day. A letter from William Pitt the Younger, addressed to Emily. He's the present Prime Minister of the two coils circle the lock.
Dear Gregory, thank you for the information. I've managed to find out about the names you gave me. George Washington is a man you can trust. In spite of his obvious talent for politics, he has remained upright and honest. On the other hand, as you may well know, he is already doing business with Lord Mortimer. It will be more difficult to approach him. Napoleon Bonaparte was unknown to me until today. He's a passionate young French soldier for whom Mortimer predicts a promising future. Take heed. He is a man of conviction, which to my mind makes him potentially dangerous. As for Sarah de Richet, what more is there to say? You already know each other. She was apparently invited by Lord Mortimer about an ongoing matter in Paris that concerns a receiver in stolen art. See you soon. Duchess Emily Hillsborrow.
All right. I've retrieved everything. A letter from William Pitt the Elder addressed to Emily. He was the English Prime Minister. This letter dates from 15 years ago now. An origami. This origami talks about the disappearance of a child. Only borrowing it, of course.
Right, so we got outside. Let's have a little listen.
Sir, I understand your
Let's see what
eagerness,
happens.
but the pressure on my family complicates the task.
Relax, my friend. Your relatives will soon be safe.
So what I saw in my vision really did happen. Well, I hope I haven't missed anything important.
I thank you so much.
Don't mention it. Now that's settled, let us speak about your support.
Yes. You mentioned earlier some assistance from the Golden Order?
Absolutely. I have concluded an agreement with their leader, Lady Sarah Faustine de Richet.
Another case that Mother didn't tell me about.
The funds from the order will finance the building of a foundry in Tuscany. You will soon be able to count on 100 or more cannons for your future campaigns.
I was not expecting so much help from you. When can I meet this de Richet?
Well, unfortunately, something has cropped up. De Richet has disappeared.
Disappeared? What? Here?
Yes, but the staff are redoubling efforts to find her, I assure you.
So the agreement, is it on or off?
It is on. Her right-hand man has just arrived here to help us find her. And it is none other than her son, Louis de Richet. I wager he will ensure his mother's commitments are met.
Louis. Not an easy name to live with in these times.
Of course. But from now on, you will deal with him.
This man, it can only be Mortimer.
Very well. I will seek him out.
Ma'am. Well, I'd better get away from here.
Right, let's get back inside and let's see where it takes us. Ooh, there's room to be. Where do we go then? Here we go. See what happens.
Louis?
Emily? I can explain.
Perhaps, but remains...
Golden elixir.
Still.
But first, you could perhaps remove the blade from my throat?
You have 10 seconds to explain your presence here.
Appearances can be misleading. I'm only passing through.
And the origami bird? I suppose it simply flew into your pocket.
Actually, I was just putting it back.
Don't push your luck. What are you doing in my room? Louis, your childish games are trying my patience.
There's not much more I can say, really.
Are you trying to make me angry? You have been a great disappointment to me. Please leave now.
Ah, failed. But we've seen Mortimer with Napoleon Bonaparte.
Monsieur Napoleon Bonaparte.
Well, let's go back to bed. And let's see what it brings. Ah!
Your Eminence, what are you doing here?
I wanted to speak to you about something important. Do you still have my letter on you? The one I gave you in the hall?
Why do you ask?
I have a name to add to it.
I can only give him it back, so...
Here it is.
Thank you, my son. Ah, I see that it's still sealed. I was right to put my trust in you, Louis. Now, give me 1 second, please. I can't imagine what would have happened if I hadn't added this name to the list. Please be sure to give this letter to Sarah the moment you see her.
You can count on it.
Have a good night.
Alright, let's go back to bed. And let's see what tomorrow brings.
I'm exhausted. I better go to bed. I'll search my room tomorrow. If Mother stayed here right before me, you never know. And Mortimer had better show up.
I only passed through. I failed quite a few. I had a few alternative routes I could have took. But that's it for episode 2, guys. Join us in the next one for episode 3. Don't forget to like, subscribe and comment at the bottom, and if you want to see more gameplay, let us know.